speaking of looking forward to stuff, one of the topics I was looking forward to talking to you about, and I think when I initially contacted you online, you thought that I was going to be one of those trolls. But I want to ask you about what it's like working with Anthony Cumia because personally, I fucking love the guy. I think he's a mad bastard. He's hilarious. And when I had him on this podcast, I couldn't believe how funny he was, especially because I was going through a massive case of the runs just before we went on the air. So,
Okay.
oh god, I ate something and whatever it was, it fucking cooked my hole. But what's it
Cooked
like?
my hole. Never heard that one.
You can use it. But what's it like working with Anthony Cumia, knowing all this fucking controversy around him and stuff?
It's fine. I have no problems working there or working with Anthony. I've worked with Anthony for Jesus, almost 20 years in some way, shape, or form. It was fine when they invited me over to work at Compound after I left Sirius, but I had an agreement with Sirius for about a year. Yeah, about a year that they still had to honor. So I was still technically under contract or whatever with Sirius, where I wasn't allowed to do pretty much a lot of other things, or else it would, forfeit our agreement. The iHeart deal that came around was because when I left Sirius, I had the rights to my show. Sirius doesn't have the rights to it, so that was part of the agreement too. I took the whole show and the catalog and everything was mine, so I was allowed to do something with that. So when I signed with, I did a thing with iHeartRadio here in the United States, the digital platform for my show. I was allowed to do that, but as far as doing other work, if I went to work for another radio station, a TV company, any of that stuff, would forfeit the agreement of the money that they owed me. And so I had to sit out for a while, just not doing other stuff while Sirius still paid me. And I was going to make them pay because they were being assholes. So you had to pay every fucking dime and benefits and all that stuff for about a year. And then after that, I was looking at other places, and the radio industry is really not good. And it's not a matter of not being talented enough to get a job or people don't want you. I was on a million different interviews, and they all either didn't have the money or the jobs that were available were just like not worth my time. And they kept saying, it's like, you always got a place here if you'd like to come. And I looked at it and I said, well, what would I be doing over here? We talked things over. And one of the agreements was that they wanted me to do a show over there. So I said, fine. Worked everything out, gone over there, and working for Anthony has been great. I've had no problems. He listens. Back in the day, it was almost impossible to get O&A to listen to suggestions and say, maybe we shouldn't be doing this, or maybe we should be doing these things. But yeah, he's been fine. He's been great. He gave me an amazing opportunity for letting me do Would You Kindly over there. And it's been fine. No problems at all.
See, the thing I love about Anthony is that's the way he is on the air is how he is. And it's not like it's the persona of, hey guys, it's the Ant-Man. Oh, 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 oh.
I've never heard him do that ever, but I'm now going to suggest that he does that.
Yeah, he should do that. Hey, what am I, Paul Rudd or something? Nah, I'm a different Ant-Man. Hilarious. But he should be on like a surfboard for the adverts and shit. But with Anthony, like with Howard Stern and all that, Stern was a persona. So when he would get off the air, he would go back to ignoring his family. But Anthony is non-stop guns and women and let's go fucking drinking and rock and roll from the back in the day.
I don't think that's really accurate. Look, he likes to, he's not as, I mean, I don't want to talk about him. It's his life. But from my observations, he's not as party-centric, if you will, as you're describing there. He likes going out and having some drinks. He likes shooting guns and all those things. But it's not like that's all the dude is. And he explains this on the air, too. It's not half the time. He hops on the train, he goes home, he has some drinks, and he's playing video games now. on his Twitch channel. He's sitting there playing Battlefield or whatever other game that he's into or VR stuff. But he is what he is, but he's telling you on the air what he's doing. And so he's not the older Anthony where he may have, been living it up at the bars and with the comics and having a rowdy time. He does that once in a while, but he comes in the next day and we talk about what game he was playing, how his Twitch stream went. Did you see this on television? I just saw that movie. He's a good dude.